So the San Francisco 49ers just took down the Dallas Cowboys. A couple interceptions by Dak Prescott, of course, timely interceptions. You cannot be doing these kinds of things. I made a point of this a few weeks ago. I remember Dak was having consistent troubles. I think it came to a point where it was every single game he was throwing interceptions. And I said that he cannot be doing these things when it matters most in the playoffs. That, as well as the final first down that they couldn't get. They ended up punting. I believe they were at their own 25 with only 2.5 minutes left to go. And these are the kinds of things that just were mounting up. The Cowboys were not prepared for this. I thought that the Cowboys could possibly pull out of this because the 49ers have proven themselves thus far by being undefeated under Brock Purdy. But the team has been through quite a bit. And I just don't think that relying on CMC the way that they did, a huge game out of Kittle that we can't always expect. Usually Ayuk has that role, but it was 100% Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy doing what they needed to do. They probably wouldn't come away with this if Dak threw 2 interceptions, as well as the fumble that Dallas received. But that just wasn't enough because they weren't getting a whole lot out of it, only that one touchdown. The Cowboys needed more than just that. And as well, earlier today, it was Cincinnati and Buffalo. And that game seemed like it should have been in Buffalo's favor. When I first turned on the TV, I saw that it was snowing outside. So I thought, okay, Buffalo's probably done this kind of thing before. They should be at the advantage because they are at home. And they've played in the snow before. So how come they were struggling to put points on the board? Usually it was Buffalo that were. Josh Allen had been making it look so easy. I was thinking that Buffalo was going to go a lot farther. I didn't necessarily think that they were going to be able to beat Cincinnati this weekend because it has been very difficult for Buffalo to stay on some kind of consistency in the last month or so. It's been very difficult for them. They've been off and on. We saw that last week against Miami. But now we're seeing a team like Cincinnati playing the Chiefs. Joe Burrow has been playing very well against the Chiefs. Now we're looking at something that might just end up happening with Cincinnati going back to the Super Bowl here. Because the Chiefs haven't really proven themselves. They've played Jacksonville thus far. First game in 2 weeks. Blowout perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But that's a whole lot looking at, obviously, the health of Patrick Mahomes as well as their ability to play differently, which is what they have to do against Cincinnati because they're not going to be able to get anywhere if they keep playing the way that they have in the last 3 games now over the course of, 12 months or so it's been? Maybe even a little bit more than that. They've just been able to take them down. So we've got Cincinnati happening now next weekend against the Chiefs, and then the Eagles and the 49ers. We're going to be talking a whole lot more about this as the week elapses, as we get more into it, see how Mahomes is doing, and we get closer and closer to those titles, those championship titles that we're looking for, AFC, NFC, and of course we're 3 weeks away from the Super Bowl. So tons more to get into. We are getting it all down here.